In this video, we are going to count a word's occurrence in a text file. Hello, I am Jagan from Grow with Data. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in SQL with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Let's see the data set and we can talk about the question in detail. So we are given a table files and it has file name and content. We are asked to write a SQL to find the number of files that have at least one occurrence of the word bull or bear. So we say we are going to look for bull or bear. We see how many files has this word. If we see bull, it occurs in draft 1, draft 2 and final. If you look for bear, it occurs in draft 2 and final. So bull should come 3 and bear should bring 2. And we are going to look only for the standalone word. Standalone word we mean to say, when you look for bull, we should ignore something called bullying because bull plus something is not required. We just look only for bull, okay? And there should be a break for it. So bullying or bearing kind of thing are not allowed, okay? So these are all needs to be ignored. We just look only for the standalone word bull and bear. Let's first create the table. Okay. So let's see how to start with. First we say select from files where f dot content like this is a wildcard search. Right? Just look for anything which has bull in it. It's not a right way of doing it, but we can start from here. So we say bull as the word we are looking for and then count star. Since it's aggregation, we just say group by 1. So let's disable this and run the code. So we have bull occurs in 3 files, draft 1, draft 2 and final. Okay. So if I want to find for the word bear, so before that I just want to tell you one thing. MySQL is not case sensitive. What that means, if you want to look for bull and if you say capital bull, right? So even if you run it, it just brings in the result because MySQL is not case sensitive. But there are database like Oracle or Teradata, they are case sensitive. So you have to be sure on which database you are working with. Okay. In our case, it's not case sensitive. Even if you say capital bull or small bull, it's going to bring you the same result. Okay. Fine. The next one we want to address is what if I want to look for the bear. So I just say union all instead of bull, we just say bear. And you look for the word bear head. Okay. So what's the difference between union and union all? Union will find the distinct of the two data set and then it will publish it. Union all will get both the data sets and just publish it. You don't look for the distinct part of it. So union all will be much faster than union because there is no check for it. In our case, there is no duplicate because the two data sets are completely different. So we use the union all. When you run it, so the bear occurs twice and bull occurs in 3 files. That's good. And we talked about standalone part of it, right? So will this address the standalone part? Let's check. So I am going to insert a new record which has a word called bullying, which is the extension of bull. Let's run this and see. So the bull comes 4 times, means it is considering this as a match, but we should not consider this. This percentage will find anything after or, like bear, if you give percentage, it's don't consider if there is a space or not. Anything after that, you just bring it. If you just bring a space like this, it should work, right? So we should be careful with where you put the percentage. So the better way of doing it is we just use concat percentage space and then the word bull and then a space and a percentage. So this is how we normally do it. Since bull is a hard coded value, we just put percentage space and the word. Okay, so why we bring in this, I will just explain you in the next step. Same way for bear, we just do the bear part here. Okay, so what we are doing is we have bull at the middle. Before bull there should be a space and anything can come before the space, and after the bull there should be a space and anything can come after the space. Same for the bear. Now if you run it, you get the same 3 and 2. You don't consider the boolean because after L there is no space. Okay, and we talked about the union all. Now if you want to consider another word like grow with data, if you want to find if there is a match for grow, so we have to create another union all and we say grow and we have to run it. Since we don't have any match for grow, we haven't got the output. First we have to fix one, like if you add up more words, should we just do all the union all and the query multiple times, or is there a simple way to address this? Let's start with the temp table or the CTE table. What we can do is, let's disable this. I think it brings in, it might have inserted multiple times when we ran, right? That's okay. Let's run this one more time because the insert might have ran multiple times. Okay, so let's disable this. Fine. Now what you're looking for is we are going to create a CTE table with source data as, so this one we are using to store all the keywords we are looking for. Bull as word, union all, bear, union all, grow, right? So in that way we just have everything in one CTE table and we no need to run the SQL to the target table that many times. We just say select from the source data, inner join the files. There is no proper column to connect, so we say one by one, and f dot content like, so instead of this hard coded bull we can simply say s dot word. Now you understand why I put the space and the hard coded value separate, because I just want to replace that with the dynamic column name. And then we have count star. So in the select we just say s dot word, and then I don't like count star, I tell you why. And we run it. So you just say word in file list, unknown column word. Oh yes, alias name is missing. Okay, fine. So the bull occurs in 3 files, bear occurs in 2 files. It's working fine, right? But if I want to see all the words in our source data, like grow is not having match, that means I want to bring grow and show there is no match, 0, right? So the simple conversion is left, but still there is an issue. Let's see what it is. If you see this, the bull is thrice, bear is twice, we saw that, but why the grow comes first? Because we have a left join, but still this will bring you the grow record, right? So the word grow will come. For example, you just disable this and you run it, there will be one record which has like say f dot file name, right? It will show the file name. For bull it occurs in 3, for bear it occurs in twice, but grow it says there is no file, but still there is a record because of the source data, right? So we have to address that gap. So instead of saying count star, we just make sure we put a proper column to count it. We just say distinct file name. So in that way it will check the count if there is a file name instead of having a record, right? So grow comes as 0. So bull and bear 3 and 2, it works fine. Okay, now I have one more problem. Now what we are looking for is we have a standalone word which has a space before and after. What if I want to look for the word the, the, right? So the occurs in all the files. Draft 1 is the beginning of the one, draft 2 is the beginning of the one, draft final in the beginning, and then we have something here, and for the fourth record, the test.txt, we have from the beginning and the. So all the 4 files are having the word there, but the first 2 is having only at the beginning. Let's see what happens if you union all select the since it's not case sensitive, we just put the. If you see this, there will shows up only 1. Okay, so the insert was not applied, I believe. Let's see how many records we have. Select f dot file name from files. File name, okay. Oh, f alias name. So we have draft 1 final. We don't have the test.txt because we just ran it one more time, we missed it. Okay, so we just insert it again. Okay, so the occurs in 2 files, the test.txt and the final.txt, right? Okay, but why we are missing with draft 1 and draft 2? Because it's in first word of the sentence and there is no space before that. So how will you address it? The simple fix is we just add a space to the content column itself. So before and after. So if it's the last word, it just brings up the match. So now it just brings up the 4. This is a bad way of bandaging the SQL. Is there a better way to address this question? Yes. So I am going to introduce something called regular expression. We call regex in most of the program languages and in database. So Python regex is mainly used to find the phone numbers in a paragraph or an email address or IP address in a log file, right? So those kind of wild search in a text, we use regular expressions. It's very easy to use, but a lot of learning go into it to fix the pattern. I plan to create a separate learning video on the regular expression, but now I'm giving an intro on what is regex. Okay, so we use the same CTE table for source data and we get the wild search here. What we are going to do is we don't have to do a bandage here. We just say the content is like, instead of like, we call the regular expression. So regex. So we have regex like, replace, substring, all that. We just use the regular expression, which is we normally call regex. Instead of while search and space, we just say //b. So /b is the one, since slash has to be considered, we just put one more slash, and then end will be like this. Let's run it now. So we get the same answer. So what is this \b? So it's a meta character. It's typically represent a word boundary in the regular expression. In many programming languages and database systems, this is the same. Like \b is will be the word boundary, which is like the start of the word, the end of the word, the line break, right? So all that we have the break /b. So for other systems, the syntax might be little different, and some database they might be using a different method to identify the boundaries. But for MySQL, we can just say \b. Okay, so this is the better way of doing the wildcard search using the regular expression. Now we have only 4 sample data. If you want to work with more data, then in my comment section, I just given the code part of it, my GitHub, where you can have more additional data. You can just use that to create the table. Okay. So we have 2 set of data, and the expected output is here. So you can play around with it, and we have the SQL here. So everything will be in the comment section. You can go and look for it. Hope this video helps you. Thanks for watching.